Alrighty, folks, it looks like we have our first Martian governor being elected. We'll play his press conference here in a moment. I have only this to say, my fellow Martians, is that goodness is achieved not in a vacuum, but in the company of other peoples, attended by love. Hey guys, Space Marine 658 here, and I'm here to bring the next episode of our Aurora Let's Play. This is the 6th episode in our series. Last time we left off, we were doing a bit of swapping around some fleets and redesigning and having some colony ships going, dropping off some more people on Mars. So I did some stuff behind the scenes to set up our research tasks. That way I'm not constantly, stopping and picking new research. I'll probably still talk about what I picked whenever it comes up. But this will give us, a bit more leeway in that. And then I also set up our governors for Earth and Mars. That way they have some time to actually provide some bonuses for these two planets while we're doing some stuff. So let's actually get right into it. There's not much to do. We're waiting for our CRV to go and do some surveying. So let's get started. Alright, we completed some more research into production or propulsion. Let me actually... There we go. I want to actually change the color, not hide it. Alright. So now, he's out here researching, and we do have two, I believe, unexplored jump points. So we're going to send this ship through these pretty much immediately. We're just going to let it finish this survey over here, because that was part of the law, was that once we find unexplored jump points, we're going to send them through immediately, because we're searching for minerals, for new habitat places, just all kinds of neat stuff. So let's let this finish. Alright, so I think that they have finished, and they're starting to pick up speed. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab all this, and it's still going to leave the standing orders, but for a moment, until then, we're going to actually standard transit and cancel this survey. Actually, let's remove all, and then just go standard transit. And then once it gets through, we'll come back and go through there. So let's see what it finds. Let's give it some time. Looks like we got a new scientist as well. Alright, we're getting close. Here we go. Time for some fanfare. Alright, Proxima Centauri. Awesome. Let's actually, while I'm thinking about this, because we're going to want to do this a lot more, we'll want to explore all these new systems we find. We're going to take this, and we're going to produce another ship of the Los Angeles Generation 2. Construction, drop it off on the survey fleet. And give me 1 second, I'm going to give this a name. Alright, I'm going to name this after one of our newer Discord members. Again, I randomly select people from the Discord to name things after. So this is the SRV Los Angeles Generation 2 DeWilco. Create task. Alright, so there we go. That should get done here. We're actually building an old version of that ship first. So let's see, where are we building that? Looks like we're building it here. Well, we changed that over, so I think I can go here and delete task. Yeah, there we go. So that'll get done in November, so not even that long, a couple months, and we'll be able to send out our next survey ship. So now the Los Angeles, we're going to go back through, jump point to Seoul, standard transit, and we're going to go to other unexplored, standard transit. And we're going to take this off. That way it doesn't... oh, I guess I got to remove all jump. Because we're going to send this guy just through the unexplored ones. And then once we get him starting to explore this other unexplored jump point, we'll take our new ship and send it here to Proxima. And we still have to explore the rest of Sol as well. Part of that law is we have to jump there immediately, which gives us some really cool opportunity to see these new solar systems. So, alright. So what I'll do is I'll skip forward a bit. There we go. Cannot transit no available jump drive capable of allowing the fleet's military engine ships to enter the jump point. Do what? Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what was going on. I skipped forward another 8 hours and it just jumped on its own, so it probably was, it just needed to recharge. And so normally that's probably not an issue. It just, because it immediately jumped through, it took it a second. So now it's heading, let me make sure, because I did cancel the order trying to figure out what's going on when I realized it actually already jumped through. So we're going to standard transit through there. And we're going to click forward a few times. Yeah, it's just making its life. Oh, looks like another one of our civilian ships have launched something. Let me see. I know there's a way I can tell what they're doing. Here we go. Civilian economy. Some trade stuff going on. I don't see anything. Usually there's a way to see. I can't see it currently, but usually there's a way to tell what they're doing. But anyways, they launched a new freighter. So we'll let this keep going. Alright, looks like we dropped off all those people on Mars. So now we're at 1.13 million. Let's see, we still got people without jobs on Earth. Let's see, population supported, available workers. Yeah, so we got some available jobs here on Mars. But it looks like they currently are all filled. So let's see, is there anything we want to build on Mars? We can build some regular mines instead of automated. Let's see, is there anything useful we could build here? Some financial centers, because I think we don't have any currently on Mars. And rather than shipping it over, it might be easier just to give them some stuff to do. So yeah, we'll just build, say 10 financial centers here on Mars. Looks like actually, they don't have really any production capacity, which makes sense. So one thing we will do is, I like to have a little bit of construction capacity on each planet, so we'll build a few of these construction factories. We'll build like 10 of these. And that's going to take a while, so we might drop some off there. But yeah, let's go back to Earth actually while I'm thinking about it, because now we've got some space. Let's see, we've got a decent amount, a lot of these. Probably build another spaceport, just the one, because you don't need a whole lot of these to a certain extent, because they require a lot of minerals and fuel and stuff, and they are handy to speed things up, but they're not necessarily the most important thing to have, especially early on. So let's see, you know what, I'm going to build some of the financial centers here for Mars. So let's build 100 of them here, because they'll get done pretty quick, and we've got already some. Yeah, we got 150 here. So what I'll probably do is take about 50 and drop them off on Mars. So let's see. Is our freighter fleet currently doing anything? Nope. Sweet. So they're just refueling and adding some more infrastructure actually. So they are doing something. This is just moving colonists. So since we do have some room though on Mars, let's send some colonists. Let's see how much room we got now. 4.16. So yeah, let's send another million or so people. So since we have 100,000, let's go to Earth, refuel, resupply, load colonists. That'll give us 100,000. go to Mars, unload, and then we'll just repeat that, 9 more times. That'll give us another 1 million people on Mars. And then when this gets done, we're going to, let's see, so yeah, at the end of this, go to Earth, refuel, resupply, load installation, financial center, and we'll only be able to carry, how much do financial centers weigh? Doesn't actually tell me. Alright, let me look that up real quick. Alright, well, according to the wiki, you can't move financial centers, but it's saying here that I can. So we're gonna give it a shot. I couldn't find anything about the actual weight, but some of the wiki stuff is a little bit out of date. So let's just go to Earth, load whatever you can fit, and then unload them on Mars. And then from there, we'll send a message. Check financial centers. Of course, I misspelt it. Alright. There we go. So we'll send ourselves a message so we can check in on that. Alright. So now we're just waiting on that to go to the jump point. Alright. So we discovered WISE, another system. So let's actually take a look at the galaxy map. That's what we currently have found. Alright, so let's go back. Let's go back to Sol. Let me get back to the, whoops. Alright, and then now we're going to go back to Sol. And let's see. Let's take our fleet. Oops, wrong button. Take our boom orders. Instead of surveying, remove all. Go to Sol, standard transit. And then once they're back in Sol, they'll finish looking at everything while we wait for our next ship to be completed. Alright, it says it's no viable one, but then it's going to jump through. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so we'll get this started and let it finish its mission. More research getting completed. Even more research. And then promotion happens and Black Wolf doesn't have a ship anymore. And then check financial centers. Alright, so first I'm going to go to officers and just automate assignments now. There's not that many ships, but I'm not that worried about what ships have what commanders currently. Maybe later on we'll be more concerned about it, but alright, let's go to Mars. Summary. Alright, yeah, it moved 3 financial centers. So we are able to move financial centers even though it said we're not. So let's grab our fleet then, our freighter fleet. So you are going to go to Earth. And you are going to refuel, resupply, load installation, financial center, then go to Mars, unload all installations, and then repeat. And since it's 3 each time, and we probably want, anywhere from 50 to 100, let's do it, would that be 33 times, and I'll guess 99. So that'll guess pretty much all the ones we need. Alright, there we go. And let's carry on. Orders completed. So alright, so now we got some more people on Mars. What are we looking at? 2.9 million. Yep, now we got room for 5. So I don't want to fill up Mars too full, but I think we'll do one last trip with our colony fleet. Load colonists, go to Mars, unload colonists, go to Earth, refuel, resupply, and then we're going to do another 1 million, say another 9 times. Alright, now probably the last 1 million we send to Mars, and then we'll look at possibly colonizing other planets, as well as possibly sending our new ship, which should be built now. So let's go to our fleet. Now we have this is Black Wolf. Survey fleet. There's the civilian ship over here. Looks like it didn't finish completely. Where is shipyards tasks? So it is 47. Oh, it's November of this year. Okay. I thought it was only going to take a couple months. It's actually going to take a year, just about. So it's not too bad, anyways. Let's go. Do I want to do? Yeah, I'll expand the slipways for this because I want to make sure that I've got a fax slipway that is literally just 1,000 tons. I can just pump out fax as fast as possible. We are going to want to build some more freighters because we definitely don't have a big enough freighter fleet yet. So let's shipyard fleet. We're going to build some more of you guys. 3 more, in fact. That's perfect. And then what I'll probably do is say fine with capacity. That's our colony ship. So yeah, we'll go with all those. Maybe add some more slipways to some of these other ones, like the SRV, in case you want to build some more survey ships. Because we're eventually down the line going to want to have more survey ships. So, alright. So yeah, there we go. And let's carry on. Fuel harvester and some more research rates. Production of the slipway is complete. Or not, sorry, not slipway, spaceport. And then let's build some more financial centers. This way we've got, you know, a decent amount here on Earth. Because we're going to want to put them on colonies. Actually, speaking of that, now I'm thinking about it, we're going to need minerals. There's very little here on Earth. So what I'm probably going to do is build a few more master drivers with a very low production speed. That way they just get done whenever. Yeah, this will get done pretty quick. And then we're going to go to, where is it? Mines, just some regular ones. Or should I build some automated? Yeah, I'll build a few automated because I've got some automated currently. Actually, we're producing some automated, so let's bump this up by 100 and then give it another 20. Oops, sorry, 45 there. There we go. Alright, so that way we can get some more mines made, because we're going to want to send a lot of those to these other systems as we find mineral-rich areas. Alright, so let's see, there's not a whole lot left. Yeah, I think there's these 2 survey points, and then the retrograde vectors can be sent to another solar system. There we go. Our colony ship has completed that round, so I'm going to send it back to Earth, make sure it's there, and then just refuel, resupply. Oh, wrong one. Remove all, refuel, resupply. There we go. Alright, and then we won't worry about it for now. We'll focus on that later. New research. Here we go. Freighter fleet is completed. So let's go and shipyard fleet. Take all these guys. We're gonna create another fleet. Attach, and then just attach these guys to it. And then we shall rename it. Freighter fleet. I'll call it beta for now. Alright. So its orders, since we're already moving some financial centers to Mars, doesn't hurt to just keep sending some more infrastructure because I think we've got a bunch spare on Earth. So we'll load. Yeah, we've got a huge amount on Earth. Load infrastructure. Go to, oh, that's Mars. Never mind. Earth. Load infrastructure. There we go. Go to Mars. Unload all installations. And then go back to Earth, refuel, resupply, and repeat. And since this has a decent amount of capacity to fit, let's see. I think it fits 30 on each trip, so we're gonna say, let's do this, 3 times. Actually, no. Let's do this full. No, make it full 30. There we go. Alright. Subways modified, more research completed. Oh, there we go. So one of those has some inactive labs now, so let's go here. Alright, and let's go and see what we can do. Let's get the new... Yes, definitely want to get the new ion drive technology. Better engines, definitely the way to go. And then after that, we'll add that to the queue. Oops, power propulsion, ion drive. Add to queue. And let's add capacitor research, or capacitor recharge rate. That helps a lot with laser technology and such. Alright, there we go. So now the retrograde vector has completed its local order. So all gravitational surveys have been completed on Earth. So we're going to take this fleet and we're going to move it to the first system we went to, Proxima Centauri, standard transit. And then once it gets there, it'll start doing its survey there. Let's carry on. Nope, did I not set? So let's see. What needs more labs? Ion drive, yep. And we'll assign new to it. There we go. Alright. Carry on. There we go. The DeWilco has just been completed, and the beta fleet of the freighter fleet is also completed. So let's take our new survey, detach, movement orders, go to WISE, standard transit, and then give it standing orders of survey nearest body. We'll survey nearest body, and then if it can't find anything else, we're going to survey. Survey next survey location. If fuel is less than 20%, refuel from colony or hub. All. If supply is less than 20%, resupply at colony or hub all. Oh no, it's refuel. Resupply at colony. Okay, yeah, so that's what we want. And let me actually double check and make sure that the retrograde vector has the same standing order. Survey near survey location. So actually, I mean, it doesn't really matter what order, but I'm going to say survey nearest body because we want to make sure we find the minerals as quick as possible. Then survey the next survey location, fuel, supply. Okay. All right. So there we go. So current deployment. Okay, so eventually we're going to have to take the retrograde vector back to Earth because it's about halfway through its deployment time, but that's all right. Research complete. So yeah, we just completed a whole bunch of research because he completed the planetary sensor strength, and then he also completed. I think it was there's a specific research you complete that unlocks all of the infantry tech all at once. So, all right, civilian mining operation. Oh, there we go. We got some civilian mining going on, and in fact, I believe I can go and buy from civilians. One sec, let me find that. Alright, so it looks like our civilians are currently mining on this asteroid, and they are building more, ships and stuff to kind of move the minerals. So right now we're leaving them as they can sell it into the civilian economy, which is bringing us in quite a bit of money. In fact, as you can tell, we went from pretty negative the last few episodes, like 11,000 up to just in the positive. A lot of that's because, they're spending a lot of money mining all this stuff, and then we tax what they make off of it, selling it to the system. So, all right, there we go. Another person was relieved as they got promoted. Civilian mining economy. So yeah, another civilian mining economy, which, I mean, hey, more power to them. The more they do that, the more minerals we get and stuff. So it's actually great for us. Oh, we must have completed some research last time. So we got 6 inactive research facilities. So let's go. Let's see. Is there anything we want to currently produce? A lot of what I've been working on has been a mixture of better tech for like engines, as well as a little bit of military tech since we're starting to expand, but also a lot of defensive systems and logistical stuff. So let's actually take a look. Maintenance module. Let's see, cargo hold. Yes, we definitely need larger cargo hold so we can build a bigger transport ships, bigger freighters. And then while I have that, I'm also going to add this to queue, and then this to queue. That way we have, in fact, this one as well. That way we can get some of that going where we're moving more minerals faster and at better rates. All right, we're gonna also set him to new. So any new ones, yeah, because that one's full, so we don't actually want this assigned since these are full. Not that it matters much. So assign that one to new. And then we're also going to say maybe some main engineering can get some focal size. This way, if one of these gets full up, it'll move on to the next one. Alright, got some more fire control, speed rating. There we go. Never discovered a new jump point in Proxima Centauri. And then we completed genome sequence research. So now we should have some tech available. Now this I'm going to save. This is going to be sort of helpful for if we decide to change people or if we decide to go into infantry. But I'm going to leave that up to people to decide, because it's a pretty, from an RP standpoint, that's a pretty big deal. Wanting to know if you're going to genetically alter your troops alone is a pretty big deal, but people as well is also morally questionable, or at least there's some moral debate around it. So let's actually take these 5 research facilities and let's go over here and select him. Let's see, what do we want to get? We could get some electronic hardening and analysis. Let's actually get some better, this allows us to spy a bit better, kind of tell what the enemy has going on. And then we're also going to add to queue some more stuff like electronic hardening, and then maybe active grav sensor strength, give it some more stuff to do. Alright, let's carry on. Okay, they're at 60% point. We need to keep an eye on that, make sure they don't get stranded out there, because they are going pretty long in the tooth for the maintenance, but they still got 60% and there are only about half, so we're still good for now. Alright, we got better research into ion drives and focal size. Now we're starting on the reactor and some more focusing technology. Financial centers complete. Some more civilian stuff going on. There's some more jump points here. So that's mostly what he's doing, it looks like. So it looks like there's not a whole lot here for as far as, you know, minerals or anything. So let's see, can we go to Wise? Alright, and they're also looking there. It's kind of odd, there doesn't seem to be many, if any, planets here, unless I'm looking at this incorrectly. Let me see, go here, Proxima, and let's see, include destinies, include asteroids, and then just search. Yeah, it's not really finding anything. That's odd. Usually the first ones around you find a decent amount of stuff, even if it's nothing crazy. But let's carry on, and maybe we'll find some in other systems. Maybe we just happened to get unlucky and got 2 completely empty systems near us. Alright, and then production of financial centers is completed. So let's see. Is there anything we need to build here that'll help? We have more research facility, but we're already doing pretty well on that. Fuel refineries, yes, because we are producing a decent amount of fuel. We have some backup, but as we build larger and faster ships, we are going to burn through fuel quite a bit. And also, do we have any deep space tracking stations? You know, we got 3. Let's put some into this because this will help if anybody comes in our system or anything. It makes it easier to see them. So I'll put it at 10, well, 97, then we got full even 100. Put that at 20%. Create, that leaves us 5 for the rest, which we can put towards fuel refinery. And let's say build 100 maybe? Let me see actually, how many do we have? Fuel refineries, 100, yeah. So let's double our fuel refining capacity. That way we've got some more. There we go. Alright. So let's carry on. Maintenance problem. Okay, yeah, it's just more maintenance. Alright, got the cargo hold. Now we're moving on to the shuttles. Some more research completed. Nothing too crazy, just squatching and engines power. Having a lot of maintenance issues on that ship. Main engineering. More jump points, and alright, so we completed that main engineering, which looks like that was the last one in that one. So let's go sensors. There we go. Primary flight control. So let's do this. Yeah, this allows us to have fighters that can, or carriers that can control like fighters and what they're doing. Sort of like a command and control, but specifically for fighter carriers. And then after that, let's get some more sensitivity, electronic warfare, and then max tracking time bonus. All right. Some more slipways, and then we got the advanced spinal mount. Awesome. And now they started looking into reduced laser sight size, so we can have faster reach, or longer recharge? Yeah. Alright, and then I need to make sure I set one of these guys to get more. Alright, since you've got a lot of room, let's add the research lab, assign new. Research on microwave focusing technology 2, and then, alright. Let's go energy weapons. Now we've got a bunch more tech now that we've unlocked a lot of that stuff. So let's go for, let's see, turret tracking speed. That'd be handy to have faster turret tracking speed. And then what? Is there anything we want to add for the Q? Well, I'm thinking about it. It's gonna take a while, but I'm thinking get some of these focal sizes down. I probably won't build any meson or microwave, but we'll see how I feel about that later. And then I'll add this. It's going to take a long time for that. Yeah, like 8 years. So that'll probably, we're going to add more researchers to this one. In fact, we'll take it off of that one. That way they all go to this one because that'll speed it up quite a bit. Alright. So, they're finding a lot of new jump points, but not a lot of new planets. Alright, maintenance problem. Yeah, just more of that. Some more research. Electronic hardening is completed. There we go. Mass drivers completed. And then doing some Stellarator fusion stuff. So let's go to our production. We're not seeing a whole lot of stuff out there, which is concerning. So let's build some more military academies, since they give us something to do. I don't want to build 1, I want to build 10. Because I don't want to waste too much on, mass drivers and such if we don't find any minerals that we can actually bring back to Earth. Alright. Five inactive research labs. Must have finished researching something. Let's go construction production. And we're going to up the fighter production rate because we are eventually going to want to build fighters. And then to add some stuff to queue for him. Let's see. Yeah, just add a few of these orbital mining stuff because we're eventually going to want to be able to mine if we find anything. It'll be handy. So let's see which one of these. New, sign new. That one. Alright. Order's not possible. Survey near survey location. Alright, so it completed all the surveys gravitationally in Wise. So that leaves us with 1 unexplored jump point. So we're going to take the DeWilco. And we're going to jump it through the unexplored jump point. Standard transit. Let's take this off and jump it by days. Here we go. Here's some planets and stuff. There we go. Alright. So this is, let's see. Discover new system, Wise. I believe that's just a default naming convention, so we'll probably give these systems actual names once we figure out what to do with them. But for now, let me open up this. So yeah. Let me see. There is really nothing. Oh, I do want to turn on some of these. Yeah, we technically haven't surveyed 100% because there was some weird issue going on with one of the ships where it wouldn't survey all the bodies. We'll probably get that solved here in a little bit, but I wanted to... Alright. Yeah. Let's close that out. Alright. So we're going to give it some time to survey here. Luckily, since we've got some actual planets, it should go to those first. Mercassium has been exhausted on Earth. That's not good. We're already starting to run out of some minerals. The good thing is we've got a bit of a stockpile of these. We don't use a whole lot of these. But we're definitely going to need some Mercassium. Yeah, because we use about 3,000 of it, which is not great, but we've got some left for now. Alright, so we'll let this survey. We're not going to worry too much about what it finds exactly. We're probably going to send some stuff out there pretty quickly. While we're thinking about that, let's design a ship that can build stabilized jump points. That way we can get out there pretty easily and make sure that we can get some freighter fleets going back and forth that don't have to have big jump engines on them. So let's see, is there a jump point stabilization ship name? Not that these actually matter, but it would be nice. Yeah, station though. These don't necessarily matter, but I was hoping, we'll just call it, maybe there's engineering. No, you think there'd be engineering something, but I guess not. Alright, so since we're not too worried about names, We'll just call it the survey support craft, since that'll kind of fit with its theme. And we're gonna new ship class, rename class. We're gonna call this the roll clear class. Alright. So to stabilize the jump points, we're definitely going to need a jump point stabilization module. Now this will determine how long it takes. This is 180 days. Can we shave off? Okay, so we can only have the one. That's not too bad. Can we leave this commercial? It says it's still commercial with that on there, so let's throw a couple of these commercials. Oh, that's so slow. Wide view. Take these off. Let's add new design engine. We do have new engine text, so that is really handy. Let's make it above a certain size. So I believe it's 24. And then, okay, so it looks like with the engine power where it's at, it's still not gonna, there we go, commercial engine. Let's drop this back down so we can get a bit more power out of it. Yeah. So I bump it up. Actually, we get more power going up inside. Oh, that's right. The larger it is, the more power you get out of it, but it drops fuel consumption. So let's see. 0.6. Alright, so that is quite a bit more power than that last one, because that last one was 96. So we'll call this the commercial ion drive. It's our first ion drive, so that's pretty cool. And it has an engine power of 2.5. Fuel per hour usage of 2.72 liters, so it's going to burn a bit more fuel than previous engines, but that's to be expected. Its weight is 3,000 tons, so it's a pretty beefy engine. And I'm going to give it a company name, Can Only Burns, and instant. There we go. Refresh tech. Since we're not going to probably ever use these again, we're going to prototype them. Obsolete component. And in fact, somebody actually told me how to obsolete old versions of ships. You just click over here, which makes no sense to me, but I guess that works. And I think I just refreshed this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we also don't need this because this is the old survey, right? Yeah, that's one of the first ones we ever built. So let's also obsolete this. Alright, make sure we don't have anything else. Okay, yeah, we don't. Alright, back to this. It's jump point stabilization module. And we got our new engines. Oh man, that thing is huge, but it makes sense because it's got the jump point stabilization. It's a pretty large module. So we'll pop a few of these on here. In fact, we need to make sure we have a shipyard big enough. So what's our largest commercial? It's 100,000. Okay, so we do have some room to make this thing work. And it is still a commercial, so we don't have to worry about maintenance, supplies, or anything like that, which is awesome. Range, we do need to up a little bit, but the good thing is we don't need a whole lot of range on this kind of ship because it's just going from jump point to jump point. So we'll take off this large and just put on one, oh, not very large. Ultra large is the biggest, right? 5,000, 1,000, yeah, so ultra large. Yeah, almost 1,000 billion kilometers, which is way more than what it needs. But that works. Alright, so let's just pump a bunch of engines on here. Oh, take one off. Alright. Is there anything that would be handy? I don't think so, other than maybe some, passive sensors, but That's really it. Because it's just literally to jump point stabilize. Yeah, and it doesn't even need jump drive because it can stabilize on one end, go through, stabilize on the other end. So really, this is pretty good. Let's just lock this design. I can't see anything wrong. You don't need to change deployment time because it's, civilian ship. Yeah, lock design. And while we're here, let's also design our terraforming ship, because we're going to want to start terraforming now that we have discovered that there are at least another system with some planets on it with some minerals. We do want to have a terraforming ship to start expanding our Earth colonies to give us some more breathing room as we expand. So to do that, let's do terraforming RST. Wrong direction. Terraformer station. All right, let's go terraformer. New ship class. Oh, that actually changed the roiler, which it should not have. So survey support. There. All right, terraformer. Now for this, we just need some terraforming modules, which don't weigh too much. Maybe they weigh more than I thought. All right, we only need. Ooh, how long is that going to take though? I would like it to be relatively quick at terraforming, but I don't need it necessarily to be the fastest. Let's look at our shipyards. 50,000 is our next biggest, since we're going to use the 100,000 for the jump ship. Although we are going to only build a single jump ship, likely, because we don't need that much. We don't need to quickly stabilize the jump points, so might be able to build one of each. I hate doing it like that, but there might be better, because then we can make a relatively large jump terraforming ship. Yeah, we don't need that large though, because we can't know where we're at that point. Alright, so with this, let's throw on ion engine, and then one ultra large, or the regular large. There we go. So it's got tons of fuel, and some more of these. Remove one. So let's see. Alright, so it does a decent amount of terraforming, because we have upped our terraforming tech a bit, so that does help it. And let's see, we're not too worried about any of this other stuff, so yeah. Because we don't need to worry, in fact we can remove that, right? Because commercial vessel, I mean, as a commercial vessel you don't have to worry about maintenance. I guess they do require at least one maintenance space. Engineering. Can we get away with fighter? Nope, has to be a regular, I'm betting. Alright. Guess we could add more fuel, but I mean, we're not really worried about range, so I guess it's good. Yeah, we don't need any cryogenic stuff. We do maybe want to update our survey ships here at some point with a science department, but we're not too worried about that yet, so. Alright, I guess we'll lock this design as well. And let me rename class, actually. Call this the Passenger Encounter. Alright. So there we go. So while we're thinking about that, let's go to our shipyards. And on the first 100,000, we're going to retool for the. Is that not a civilian vessel? Yeah, it's a commercial vessel. Survey support. Oh, it's just over 100,000. That's why. Dang it. Since we haven't built or done anything to it, let's. We don't really need nearly this much range, so let's drop off the ultra large and just go to a very large. There we go. Actually, we can probably fit a few of these very larges. Still keep it under 100,000. Yeah, there we go. Lock class. Alright, there we go. So let's go back to our what's that? Oh, that's design tech. Okay. Go back to our shipyards. 100,000. Retool. There we go. Roller. Set activity done immediately, and then we're gonna build. And since this is it's going to be our jump stabilizer, let's go have it set to the freighter fleet. No, we'll just do shipyard fleet, and then create task. All right, so it'll be done on 51, which is in just under a year. That'll be completed. And then in fact, what I'll probably do is expand and retool this just so that we don't have to retool the other one. But if the other one gets finished first, if it builds a ship before we can expand and retool, then we'll just retool it, because I don't think we're going to build much more, if any more, so I'm not too worried about that. Oops, I'm going to expand it to 100,000, not 50,000. But this won't tell me exactly when this will finish, so I won't actually know which one's going to get done first, since we're building this, but we'll find out. And we're going to go up here to this FAQ again and add slipways. I try not to build too many of these, or I try not to expand, too much into the shipyards, because I want to make sure that I'm not spending a bunch of money on like a 10-20 slipway if I'm not ever going to use anything that large. It's just, I know the facts later on when I start building large numbers of those, I want to make sure that I have the available capacity on that one slipyard. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to build another civilian shipyard, and I'm going to expand this guy up to 50,000. Set activity. All right. I'm going to build another civilian shipyard just to make sure that we have another one of those, and we have some unused construction capacity anyways. There we go. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to bump this up by another 100, and then, yeah, modify. There we go. So let's carry on. Alright, so that the Wilco has found some more stuff for trade vectors, chaos. Okay, so yeah, so we need to go to, I'm going to send this ship back to Sol, standard transit, Earth, have it refuel, resupply, and then begin overhaul. And then once it's complete, send it back through the jump points in proximity, Proxima Centauri, and have it do all that. There. So let's count away. Alright, got CICs, starting thermal sensitivity, got electronic hardening, starting active grav sensor strength. And some more maintenance stuff. Shipyard is completed, so we're going to go back. Keep clicking on that for some reason. My brain sees the ship and thinks shipyards. Go in here. We're going to continue capacity upgrade, and we're going to want to make sure we have a decent amount on you. Say set 100,000. Alright. There we go. Let's go to our industry and put the rest of this towards something. Let's put in another 10% on research labs. Say another 10% on deep space tracking, because we would like to be able to see pretty far if because the way deep space tracking works is depending on how many you have and the modifier you have researched. Sorry, need a drink there. Will determine how far you can see and at what resolutions. So I like to have that up pretty high. And then let's drop at 10% on the fuel refinery and 10% on the military academy. And let's give another 5% to the research facilities, because I do like to have a lot of research ticking away, just absolutely massively quick. I know it's quite a bit faster than what normally people would do, because they wait to research all this stuff, but I like to have it just ASAP. I like to be able to just curb stomp enemies with my research capacity. Alright, so there we go. We have finished slipping there. And we got minimum engine power. And the excavator has completed. Did it actually complete? Okay, so its maintenance is still going down. So I'll have to give that some time. Because what it's done is it's saying that the troops are fine now, the morale is back to normal, but that their maintenance is still taking away. So they're still in overhaul mode, which it should say, yeah, overhaul mode. Oops. Bring that back up. Go to shipyards. Gonna go to the FAC. Add one last slipway. There we go. And that should be the last slipway for that. Alright. And then let's see. Do we want to continual expansion? Let's get this guy up to 1,500. That way it's just an even round number. 25,000 is about where I target for corvettes and like other light ships. So I think that's fine. 50,000 is pretty large. That's probably going to be, the destroyers and other medium-sized ships, and 100,000 is our capital, or ship of the line, fleet of the line kind of ship. So we don't need a whole lot of those. We'll probably expand the slipways here. That way we can, because we're going to build a few of these ships, so we'll probably expand these ones as well, probably up to 5 or so. But, alright. Oop, we've got some more inactive labs. So let's see, want to up the terraforming rate? Yeah. We'll do that, because that'll help with the terraforming the ship has to do, and then after that, we'll worry about that. Once we get those labs back, we'll figure something out. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, let's see, what can we add labs to when they're finished? Let's do maintenance module, because that'd be nice to have once we have a maintenance ship that can go around, or at least a maintenance station that can go around and repair ships. We can place it wherever we need it. Alright. So that's starting to get pretty high up. We finished researching the primary flight control and EM sensitivity. We found quite a bit of minerals in this next Wiz system, so that's probably where we're going to set up. Is it this one? Oh no, that's the other one. Yeah, this one. We found a decent amount of minerals here. In fact, let's look at specifically this system. Is this the correct something? Okay, yeah, it said it found stuff. Guess it's found a decent amount of sorium. Is that really it? It says it found tritanium, which I guess that's that there, yeah. 0.6, which I mean that's a decent amount. What we're needing really is more calcium and then a few others. We'll have to see what all it finds while it's here. Alright, so new scientists, subconstructed, there we go. So now we have built our ship. So let's go here. Is this complete? No. And I don't know when it's going to be complete, so let's actually retool this over to the passenger encounter. Set activity. That's going to take till September. Alright, then we'll go find our jump ship, which is in fleets. Alright, there we go, should be our fleet attached. Alright, sorry I keep saying alright over and over. Let's go to jump point 1 to Wise, move to location, stabilize jump point, and then we will standard transit through the jump hole, and then take this and then stabilize jump point back to Sol. And then we'll see. After that, we'll send a message, say, stabilize to next point. There we go. Alright. So let's carry on. We finished some more research and we got an inactive lab. So let's dump him in there. And then we'll put all the new ones on whatever we've got room, which is this. Assign new. Alright, there we go. Now we've got Vendorite has been exhausted on Earth, which is not good. We're running out of more stuff. Good thing we've got a lot of civilian mining colonies going on, which that'll help a bit. Alright, got research rate up. Let me see. Yeah, we got a lot of these civilian mining going on. I think. Yeah. So we're starting to run out of some stuff here on Earth. Now the question is there a way? Yeah. We need to set these to Earth, and we need to set these to purchase minerals. So that's ours. These are the civilians. So we're gonna start purchasing instead of gathering that wealth. The good thing is they now add their own mass drivers, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Earth purchase. A lot of these aren't necessary. Like this one's Macassium. That's great. That's going to help. See, Carbonite, Gallacite. Vendorite. Yes, we definitely want to make sure we're purchasing that one. Awesome. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to go through here and make sure we're purchasing all these. I wasn't earlier because we were so far in the negative that it was definitely worth giving up some resources. But now that we're starting to be in a positive, I'm going to start purchasing from a lot of these because they're picking a lot of great places. Places that were too expensive for us to drop off a bunch of stuff, because a lot of these are asteroids and comets and stuff that were so far away it was so expensive, but they're paying for all that costs themselves, so we just buying the minerals off of them. There we go. Now there is only, I think, one that I saw had Vendorite, which we are now out of, but there's a few with Macassium, which is great. But yeah, that should help a bit with our mining stuff. We are starting to run low on duranium too, which is not good. That's one of the most important ones, so we'll definitely want to check out that system once they finish looking at everything here. Our maintenance is starting to get really high on there too, which is not good. Alright, retrograde vector finished its overhaul. What I'm going to do is send it through those jump points. So let's grab the retrograde vector. Overhaul is complete. Movement orders. Go to proximatory, standard transit, and then go through these unexplored standard transit. There we go. So let's go to Sol. We're going to watch them do that because we definitely need to find some more resources. So let's see. Oh, just must finish research, so let's go. What do we need? We need better mining. This will be handy to have. Yeah, we got somebody with bonus, so there we go. We got some spare research facilities. So let's grab logistics. Yeah, let's do this one as well, just so we can make that a little cheaper on us. Alright. So now we've got, there we go. The retrograde vector has discovered the new system, Lalande, and this actually has some stuff here. Awesome. So he should go in and start surveying. Yes. Alright. So let's grab our other ship, because unfortunately it is the Wilco is starting to run low on maintenance supplies and maintenance time. So we're going to tell it to jump point standard transit, jump point Sol. It's going to go to Earth. It needs to refuel, resupply, and then begin overhaul. We'll let it do that last geological survey that it's already doing. Alright. Somebody got promoted. Some more research facilities. EM sensitivity. Electronic warfare. Alright. So we're starting to run out of things to research since we've got a lot of them researched. So let's go in here and start working on some of this tech. Got some defensive system guys. Defensive systems, and then we'll add to Q, and then add regeneration rate to Q, and then add thermal reduction. Alright. Yeah, let's see, this is SC, so that is sensors and controls. Anything we want to add is sensors and control. Some electronic hardening, I guess. Some more analysis, sensor sensitivity. I like to just keep those things going so we can keep upping our sensor tech to help us more likely to discover somebody if they're messing around in our stuff. Construction production. Add fighter production rate, jump point. So this allows us to make a smaller jump point stabilization module. It takes a bit longer to do, I believe, but it means that you don't have to worry about having like a large ship like we currently have. That'll be handy to have if we ever need to build a new one, and then we'll have upper shipbuilding rate. Alright. So let's carry on. Oh, did I not? Yeah, I didn't add any of these to the new. Alright, there we go. There we go. Retooling has completed, so now we can build our first passenger. Let's see, passenger carrier. We'll add it to the cargo fleet, and we'll just build the one. Create task. So let's see our terraforming ship. So we'll be able to start terraforming pretty quickly here. So let's get going. New mineral deposits. There we go. There's a large amount of, it's all low access, but a large amount of stuff. Stabilize the next point. There we go. So let's go to our jump stabilization ship. Alright. So now we're going to go here, stabilize jump point, standard transit through, stabilize back. What are these? These are all just inner system stuff, so then we'll go back to jump point 1, standard transit, Sol, standard transit, go to Proxima, stabilize jump point, standard transit. Lalande is the one we want to stabilize to, standard transit, and stabilize back, because that's going to have some awesome stuff there. Alright. So now, for the end of this video, we've started doing some stuff with other solar systems now. We've expanded out and started constructing some jump points and hopefully finding some more minerals. So what I'm going to do is actually design another ground unit while I'm thinking about it. Oops. Alright. So this is what I was looking for. I want to make some geosurvey equipment. We can't currently. Oh, let's take off some research labs off some of these. Let's see. Like that one gets done pretty quick, so he doesn't need barely any. There we go. And then we'll just put them all into here. Ooh, that's a nice bonus, but very few max labs. Ouch. That was assigned new to there, and then up. One of these, terraforming, there we go. Alright, so once we get that done, we can make some troops that can go to those planets and survey them. And that'll let us know if there is any minerals there that, you know, are of a different quality than what they originally say. Because, you know, you can go in... where is it? But when you're mining here, having a ground survey unit will detect if there's maybe more minerals or any different accessibility. Because when you initially survey, sometimes it doesn't get everything perfectly correct. But that'll be it for this episode. Next time we'll pick up, we'll finish off surveying a few of those planets with some ground survey units, hopefully get that done quick. And then probably have our elections after that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.